Hi students. Today we are going to begin our study of the simple past tense. Here are some sentences in the present and the simple past tense. Every day I walk to work. Every day means that you do something as a habit or a routine. We use the present simple to describe these actions. Every day I walk to work. The verb walk is in the present simple tense. Yesterday, I'm talking about the past. Yesterday, I walked to work. For regular verbs, we put ed at the end of the verb to show we are using the past tense. On Tuesdays, I don't work. This is present simple, negative. Last Tuesday, that's the past tense. Last Tuesday, I didn't work. So in the past tense, to make it negative, I use did and not, didn't. To make a question, I can use do for the present or did for the past. Do you work at Gentex? Every day, present simple. Or in the past, did you work at Gentex? I know this is a past tense question because of the word did. Okay, let's look at some examples here. We're going to focus on the positive or the affirmative ed verbs. So listen to the ends of these verbs. Yesterday, I walked to the store. I helped my parents clean the house, and I baked a cake. Walked, helped, baked. Can you hear the t sound? We write the letters ed, but we say t at the end. Yesterday, I planted some flowers, waited for a package, and folded some laundry. Planted, waited, folded. Can you hear the id sound? Yesterday, I planned my weekend. My baby cried and yelled. Planned, cried, yelled. Can you hear the d sound? So there are 3 ways to pronounce the ed ending. T, id, and d. Let's practice. So this first column, these verbs end in unvoiced sounds k, s, p, ch, sh. These sounds are all made with our mouth. And these are called unvoiced sounds. So when we add ed to a verb with an unvoiced sound, it makes the sound t, t, t. Okay, repeat after me. Asked, baked, missed, placed, shipped, stamped, stopped, watched, wished, wrapped. Can you hear the t, t, t? The next column, the verbs end in voiced sounds that you make in your throat. I, e, g, g, g. These are called voiced sounds. When we add ed to these verbs, we use a d sound at the end. Try it with me. Called, cared, cried, filled, planned, played, seemed, spelled, wagged. Now our last group end in a T or a D, and we make the id sound. Planted, ended, floated, folded, melted, needed, rested, waited, wanted. Now I'm going to say the verb. You decide, does the ed make a d, t, or id sound? Jumped, filled, mended, clapped, waited, saved, hoped, loaded, ducked. Okay, here are some example sentences. The children jumped on the trampoline last night. He filled the glass with water. Grandma mended his mitten last week. The funny clown clapped his hands. Nathan waited for his friends this morning. The firefighters saved the puppies. We hoped that the team would win. The campers headed back to the tent. The old friends hugged. He tucked his shirt in his pants. Good job, everybody. Now you've learned the 3 ways to pronounce the ed ending for past tense verbs: t, d, and id.